So there is a good thing and a bad thing playing as a Scav. The good thing is that if you die... God damn it. You don't care. You can join again. The bad thing is that you might get into the raid with just a pistol. But even then, you might be able to get the job done if you are lucky. Oh my god. After winning that fight and looting the guy, I realized that there was no ammo for these weapons. Both of them were half left, so I couldn't get into another fight. So I safely extracted my 200k loot and moved on to the next one. In this raid, I spawned close to the storage area. I plan to find a Mosin weapon from a dead bot if possible, as I believe I have more chances of winning a fight over a fully geared player with that weapon. But before reaching the motel, I heard shots. This is the point where I'm not sure what's happening, as I don't think I killed him and he might be waiting for me to push. Oh, I killed him! Let's see. Okay. Damn, dude. As risky as it looks at this spot, I started looting, and my guy was fully geared. This is where you loot everything and extract, but there was a problem. The closest extraction point for me was next to the motel, where I heard shots from there. Someone could say to go and extract to a safer point, but I choose to risk it. That was scary, not gonna lie. And on top of that, I'm not sure if I killed anyone, and I have no idea of how many are they. I took my time and wrapped around to get a better position in the forest to see if I could get any info. Someone is there. I have less than 10 minutes on the clock, which means it's kinda late to go for the other extraction point, so I have to commit to this one, even if that means losing everything. There is one more guy. Damn. That was so intense that my heart was beating way too fast, but at least I killed that guy. Now I have to loot everything in less than 5 minutes if I want to extract the loot. And let me tell you that the loot was way too much to get everything out with me, and I want all of it. Those who's been in the same position will understand. I don't know what parts of the weapon or even what gear I should get with me, as I don't have much space and I have the pressure of the time. I'm 100% I left some good loot back there, but I almost lost everything due to the time, so I'm happy with what I got. 1.2, okay. Damn. Next raid, and I spawn at the storage area. The plan will be always the same, trying to get a Mosin from a bot or anyone else. I was coming outside of the motel when I heard shots, so I got a high ground to see if I could spot anyone.
You got a piss or something? No laundry, got it?
There's another one.
That was close.
Dead. There is one more guy. Apparently, the other guy I saw wasn't a tactical operator, but a Scav player, and he was waiting for me. You motherfucker! With the Scav out of my way, it was time to loot my guy. With a 120k SMG and decent gear, I can consider it as a win, and I'm more than happy to extract this loot. I got as much loot as I could and safely extracted $500,000 of loot value. $500,000, not bad. This time I spawned exactly at the middle of the map. I very quickly found a Mosin from a dead bot and immediately got into a fight. Okay, I don't know how that wasn't a headshot, but let's move on. Given the fact that I exposed my position, I wrapped around the motel so I could get behind them. I changed position so I could get a better angle on him, but it was too late. He left the area, and without info, I don't want to chase him blindly. I went back to loot the two guys, where I found a decent gear with another SMG and successfully extracted almost $500,000 of loot value. In this raid, I spawned next to the trade center and started searching for Mosin, but on my way to the bridge, I heard shots from the motel. Nothing interesting for looting, but I wouldn't say no to some meds and a better chest rig. After a little bit of looting inside the motel, I decided to move on, but another fight was happening close to me. Wait, those were players? Well, indeed they were players. Not juicy though, as they had very basic gear and not much to loot. Nonetheless, I took whatever I thought was worth something and I extracted almost 200k in loot value. Next raid, and I spawned right in the house at the south wheat field. Very quickly, I heard shots, so I made my way to the villa to see what was happening. I spotted a player, but I need a better angle for the shot.
Nearly pissed my pants.
Okay. The thing is that I don't know if that guy had a teammate, but I will risk it and push for the loot. Given the fact that it's risky to loot the guy outside, I came up with a simple plan. I left all my gear inside the house nearby, and I quickly went to get all the gear from the dead guy, and then I could safely organize my loot without the fear of any scav or players in the area. The loot was decent for just one guy, so having my backpack and chest rig full of loot, I decided to head to the extraction point. I safely extracted 350k in loot value from just one guy. This time I spawned in a random spot close to the cliff road, but the good thing is that I already have a Mosin in my hands, so there is no need for searching it. After a bit of back and forth, I ended up outside of the trade center. We killed one, but there is one more. Not sure if he managed to extract, as there is an extraction point somewhere in this area. I'm not gonna full send and go for the loot and get killed from that guy, so I will play it slow as I have time to extract. Damn! I think there was only two guys. The loot was okay, with meds and half decent gear, so I got everything worth looting and I made my way to the extraction point. But on my way there, I heard this. It was a Scav player? Well, that was a Scav player. And as risky as it looks going looting that guy, I've done it either way. Nothing interesting to loot and the risk wasn't worth it, but I managed to get a couple of things and successfully extracted with a little bit more than 200k in loot value. In this raid, I spawned a little bit outside of the trade center and went straight for the Mosin at the bridge. On my way there, I heard shots from the stables, so I decided to skip the Mosin and go to the stables. Needless to say, I was holding my breath the whole time, but it paid off at the end. The loot wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. It was good enough for a scav run, and while I was looting, some visitors came to me. There is another one. There you go. After taking care of these scav players and having a full backpack and chest rig, I extracted almost 300k in loot value. Next raid, and I spawn at the farmhouse, which is at the southwest of the map. I got my Mosin from a bot at the trading center and headed to the motel area. But a little bit before getting there, I heard shots once more. Two down? Okay, do we have a third one? And I guess that's the bot that's dying? Well, these guys had almost nothing, but it's fine. You can't kill always the juicy players, so I will take these kills. The rest of the raid was mostly me holding the motel area, but nothing interesting happened. So after a lot of tactical waiting, I decided to extract my 100k in loot value. Let me know what was the highest amount that you have extracted from a scav run.